Get with other Southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by...
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Ravens had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. Now, I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Return.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Well, dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Tipton. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yes, the game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Oh, he shifts past him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now Jackson. Walker complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Wanna quit?
A give running right is Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
32.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 8. Ward. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 55 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And running with power here.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll give it to Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They run over center with Mitchell.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Over the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Ward. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
This is caught inside the 15.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
He's tackled down inside the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Jackson now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Throwing is Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson. This is the tight end fan. The gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go with Edwards left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Edwards. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
180! 180! That's it! Cut!
They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Murphy. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They'll line up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
So what? 180!
Looking to throw. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And how about this? Here comes the reverse. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. The York on now for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints, 21.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The 20 to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Ward. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up cause we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city we be locked in. Ay, locked in.